Hey beautiful people, I'm Taylor from Beverly Hills. Please like and subscribe. In a world obsessed with looks, I've always reveled in the glamorous world of beauty pageants. Mom got me started the moment I could walk, and with beauty, grace, and a bit of humor, I won every time. Even as a toddler, Mom gave me facials and painted my nails. She'd even squeeze my nose to keep its cute button shape. Ow, Mom! You're leaning too far forward, honey. Shoulders back and head held high. See these perfect dimples? Honey, suck in your cheeks like a vacuum cleaner, so you'll have perfect dimples. She'd do anything to ensure I kept my sweet features that won all the pageants. It was all about being perfect. Walk perfect, smile perfect, sleep perfect, 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 perfect. And those fancy gowns I'd don on stage, 2 sizes too small. I'd have to wear shapewear to keep a perfect waist when I was only a teenager. Even in school, everyone looked up to me thinking I was perfect. I took pride in making people feel seen and appreciated. And I also tried to be a good friend and mentor. Once, I even fished a phone out of the school toilet for my best friend, Renee. Did you just? Let's not mention this to anyone, okay? I don't want people to know I stick my hands in public toilets. You're so perfect, Taylor. I wish I could be like you. Yeah, but she didn't know that along with perfection comes stress. I couldn't chew gum, gossip, laugh like a hyena, or dress funky. And I felt the stress growing every day. When I turned 17, I had had enough. So I finally told my mom how unhappy I was with beauty pageants. You don't want to do this anymore? I need a break, Mom. And let's be honest, the pageant world needs a break from me after my last epic faceplant on stage. I never thought I'd see the day. Well, we can always find a new outlet for you. How about synchronized swimming with inflatable flamingos? Or maybe ballroom dancing? Singing? All this hardly leaves me time for normal teenage things. I want to live a happy life. She didn't understand, and for the next few days, she hardly talked to me. But I still tried. Mom, what do you think of this Eras Tour outfit? You think it's Tay-Swift approved? Huh? Whatever you like. We'd always been close, but I think I broke her dreams with my pageant withdrawal. School wasn't any better. Whispers about my huge loss at the pageant ran through the halls. I had to pick my head up and put on my it girl facade. As if that wasn't enough, a few days later, rumors echoed through the hall that Liam Bennett returned. They expelled Liam from school when we were kids for being a bully. And guess who he liked to pick on the most? Me. He was relentless, making me the butt of his jokes and playing horrible pranks on me until I'd cry. And now he was here, older and hotter, staring at me from across the hall. Ew, did I just say hotter? Anyway, I did what I could to avoid him until 5th period, when he sat next to me in class with a stupid smirk on his face. Oh great, it's the prodigal bully, Liam Bennett. What'd you do? Pay the school to bring you back?
Aw, come on, Taylor. You've got to admit, my pranks were legendary, but I'm a changed man now. No more pranks.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Whatever, beauty queen. Don't be surprised, but I just want to see a smile on that pretty face of yours.
Did he just call me pretty? Ew. Really, the day you make me smile, I'll personally crown you king of comedy. I just wanted him to buzz off and stay out of my life. And with all the hostility built up from his endless pranks as a kid, there was no way the guy was gonna get me to crack. With pageant life behind me, I had time for dating. One weekend, I checked my online dating profile. Hey, don't judge. None of the guys in school fit the bill for Prince Charming. As I was browsing, I saw a message pop up.
Hey, beautiful. I came across your dating profile and thought we'd make a good match.
My heart swelled when I clicked on his profile, and he looked like a real-life Harry Styles, only more obtainable. I messaged him back, and we spent nights texting one another. My heart was full of hope that I'd finally found a guy who met all my requirements. You know, perfectly imperfect. He was the kind of guy who loved tacos, but didn't worry if his jeans didn't fit. Who was brave, but never afraid to admit that lizards made him quiver. Who loved sports, but never had the knack to catch the ball. And the more I got to know him, the more I fell for him. He knew how it felt to feel pressure from a parent and want to be your own person. It felt great to be understood. And a few weeks later, when I woke up, I finally got the message I was waiting for.
Hey, beautiful. I think we'd be a match made in heaven. How about I take you out for a day you'll never forget?
I wasn't gonna let this opportunity pass me by. A weekend away from Mom's melodrama was what I needed, and a date with a hot stranger sounded like the cure. Yeah, I chose this dress. Not perfect at all, but considering skipping makeup, no way. My dark circles would make Draven run for the hills, so I gotta keep it light. Draven showed up on a motorcycle, and I swear I saw Mom's eyes bug out of her head. He was so sweet to hand me a bouquet of... Are those flowers from our front yard?
Yeah, sorry. I had a nicer bouquet, but it got ruined on the back of my bike. It's a few neighborhoods back now.
He was even cuter in real life, and he smelled amazing.
You ready to be swept off your feet, beautiful?
I hopped onto his vintage ride, which was so old, I had my doubts about it even working. But the way he grabbed my arm and pulled me to him sent waves of warmth through my body. Oh no!
Hold on tight, Taylor.
Draven parked at the local fairgrounds and held my hand as he guided me through the crowds. He was so gentle. We ate all the greasy junk food and even played carnival games. Just as Draven turned to face me, the clouds rolled in with a huge storm. Everyone went running for cover, but he kept me there in the rain. Without warning, I kicked up a puddle, splashing him.
What was that for?
Are you afraid of a little rain? Care for a little dance party, Draven? I don't know what came over me, but I started dancing.
You've got some skills, Taylor. Where'd you learn to dance like that?
I've got years of dance skills under my belt, thanks to pageants. I felt so free, and Draven even joined in. He couldn't dance to save his soul, but he tried, and I had a blast showing him all the moves. I don't think I've ever laughed so much. After the rain cleared, he took me to a gazebo adorned with twinkling lights. There was a basket of fries waiting for us at the table. It was honestly adorable, and I was starving. He really opened up, talking about all the pressure he felt from his dad, and I related to everything he said, and he sounded sincere. But that wasn't all. He was hilarious.
You've got a little something on your face.
Oh my god, where?
Nope, still there. And maybe a little worse, but have no fear.
As my cheeks turned redder than the ketchup smeared all over my face, Draven took a glob from his plate and spread it under his nose like a ketchup mustache.
We'll really turn heads now.
I let out a belly laugh as we both helped each other clean the mess off our faces. After dinner, Draven was about to take me somewhere, and I was looking forward to it, but my mom called. Taylor, I'm so sick. Can you come home and make me some soup, honey? My mom. I didn't listen to her, so now she comes up with this.
As far as I understand, she's worked hard doing 2 jobs and still took the time to make sure you looked your best for pageants. That's because she loved you a lot and wanted to give you the best future. I think you have to understand her too.
Draven was right, and he was so sweet about the whole thing and took me right home. When he dropped me off, he seemed hesitant to leave.
So, I guess this is the end of our date.
Thank you for a fun day, Draven.
I hate to say goodnight, but it's getting late. How about we end the night with a movie-worthy kid?
Just then, Mom came to the door in her robe and a box of tissues. What took you so long? I swear I'm dying, Taylor. Mom, seriously? With the theatrics? I'll be right in. With Mom back inside, I grabbed Draven by his jacket. He leaned closer to me, but as I gazed into his deep eyes, I felt my breath catching my throat. Is that Taylor?
Gotta go.
He sprinted off, and I stood there, confused at all the emotions rolling through me. Liam Bennett, you little jerk! He'd even disguised his voice. If he thinks he can prank me and make a fool out of me after all these years, he's got another thing coming. Knowing that Liam went out of his way to do this, I was fuming. But then I decided I'd go along with his plan and call him out when the time felt right. 2 can play at this game. I went back to school Monday. I was livid, but somehow I had fallen for him. And then I was thinking of my plan to knock him out.
If it isn't my favorite beauty queen.
Oh, please. Beauty pageants are so yesterday. I've moved on to dating hot guys.
Is that so?
He looked so proud of himself, pulling off his little stunt this weekend, but I had my own plans. I wish more guys were like Draven. He was perfect. It's like we were a match made in heaven.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, honestly, I've fallen in love with him. He's all I thought about all weekend.
In love?
Absolutely. Draven is a total dreamboat. He's picking me up after school today. Do you have a jacket I could borrow?
No.
Before Liam could stop me, I opened his locker where he had Draven's jacket and wig all ready to go. Time to use my acting skills. Is that Draven's jacket and wig? Liam's eyes bugged out as he tried to shove his locker door closed. I don't know what came over me, but I grabbed Liam by his shirt and shoved him into the locker. Tell me why you disguised yourself as Draven. Was this all some huge prank to embarrass me in front of the whole school? I knew the whole time, you moron. Liam didn't answer as a slow smirk crept up on his lips. And then he did the unthinkable. He kissed me in front of the entire school. And just when it ended,
Ow, what was that for?
as if that wasn't enough, school security came over and started pulling me away, threatening to expel me for abusing a classmate. Let me go! You've got the wrong troublemaker! I was angry and deceived and headed for the principal's office. I could picture Mom pulling me out of school and making me endure countless hours of beauty treatments as if I were preparing for a never-ending beauty pageant. My whole life would be one big show.
Hey, hold on a second. Let her go. This is all a big misunderstanding. Well, kind of.
Liam, what's going on here? I need you both to resolve whatever issue this is, or you'll both get detention.
I can explain everything.
Leave me alone long enough with this creep, and I'll have his face rearranged.
Miss Anderson, you are way out of line. It's okay. I deserve that. Come on, Taylor.
Liam took me by the arm, leading me out of the office and into an empty classroom to talk.
I know you're upset. Please, let me explain without rearranging my face or any other parts.
Oh, I'm sure this'll be good.
After they kicked me out of school a few years ago, my parents got me a mentor to help me turn my life around, and I really changed. The school gave me another chance on the condition that I don't pull any more pranks.
Oh, really? Because it looks like you're still making my life miserable.
It's not a prank, I swear.
Then explain, Draven.
I wanted to apologize to you, but you've been so hostile toward me, which you have every right to be. So when I found out how sad you were feeling those days, and then I saw your dating profile online, I made up Draven.
You're sick, Liam, and you're not very good at disguising yourself. I knew the moment I looked deep into your eyes.
Really?
You're I can't even say the words out loud.
I deserve that, but I wanted to make up for all the times I made you cry. I wanted to help you see the beautiful person you are on the inside, and I wanted to see you laugh, and Draven made you crack. I'm sorry for deceiving you. I wanted to be honest with you from the beginning, but the way you brushed me off made it impossible to get through to you. But Draven got through. He is me. We're one and the same.
I felt confused, upset, and heartbroken that I fell for my enemy, and it took me a whole month to cool down and let Liam's explanation absorb me. But maybe Liam isn't my enemy. When he came up with ridiculous ideas to try and win back my forgiveness, I just had to roll my eyes. One day, when I entered the classroom, he came in with a guitar and started singing like a dying cat. And then the strings were snapping one by one. It was all I could do not to burst out laughing. And gosh darn it, those sweet eyes were doing me in. But that doesn't excuse the fact that you lied to me.
You're right. I messed up. Seeing you sad broke my heart, and that's too much for me. Please.
I could kick myself for caving, but all I could think about was how happy and carefree he made me feel. I liked being myself and not living up to anyone's expectations. We'd have a long way to go, but I guess I could forgive him.
Do you think I could steal another kiss?
You have a lot of making up to do first.
What was that? A lot of making out?
A lot of making up!